Good evening, everyone. I'm Daryl Green. The father of a woman who drowned in Bayou St. John 10 years ago is still speaking out on her behalf. The drunk driver, convicted of killing his 25-year-old daughter, recently tried to enter a medical residency program. That story is first on Fox tonight. Summer Jackson has more.
Well, Daryl, Christopher Neighbors was a medical student when he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for vehicular homicide. He served 7 years in prison and was released in March 2003 with good time reductions. But that early morning crash at the bayou is still impacting him today.
But closure brings something to an end, and I don't know how you end it.
Not a day goes by that William Hensel doesn't think of his eldest daughter, Michelle. She was killed 10 years ago in Bayou St. John by a drunk driver, Christopher Neighbors. Hensel says daily it's a healing process for his family.
You know, we don't walk around with it on our sleeve, so to speak, but it's not too far below the surface, I guess. We've had to learn how to relive our lives. My family was destroyed.
Police say Neighbors had just met Michelle Hensel and was driving drunk when he crashed his sports car in February 1995. Hensel says Christopher Neighbors' car was speeding down that street coming out of City Park. He hit a curb and then landed in Bayou St. John. He says police were on the scene immediately, but his daughter was trapped by a shoulder belt in the car. But Neighbors was able to swim to safety.
He offered no assistance to my daughter to get out of his vehicle. He, for whatever reason, didn't want to tell the police and the rescue people that were on site almost immediately after this car went to the bayou that there was a person in the car.
When William Hensel saw on the internet that Neighbors was trying to become a medical resident at the University of New Mexico, he reacted. In October, he sent the university newspaper clippings about his daughter's murder at the bayou.
I'm not chasing somebody or dogging somebody or doing things like that. It seems like some individuals that I've talked to think that's what I've been doing, and that's not the case. Just getting the information out there.
Now Neighbors, who has a dental degree, has withdrawn from a position in the University of New Mexico's medical residency program. Neighbors' attorney says he withdrew because he was told he wouldn't be hired. University officials said it doesn't speak good for the university, and there were other fine candidates. Hensel says he never asked the university to do anything.
It's the issue of being a medical doctor that's disturbing.
Hensel says Neighbors' sentence is supposed to end in December 2010. He says he doesn't know what will happen after that.
This will be with us for the rest of our lives. We're not going to go on and say, oh, it didn't happen.
Now, Michelle Hensel's father says at the time of her death, she was a semester from graduating college. He believes she would have gone on to be a writer. Daryl, and I also want to stress that he was not convicted of murder, but vehicular homicide.
Summer Jackson, thank you very much.